A brief history of PG-13. In 1984, the Motion Picture Association of America introduced its first content rating since its G, PG, R, and X classification system replaced the Hays Code in 1968. The PG-13 rating appeared after a summer in which the grisly imagery of two films prompted debate. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom drew heat for a feast that found Indy and his companions eating such delicacies as eyeball soup and monkey brains, and of course, the infamous scene in which the priest of an Indian cult removes a man's still-beating heart. Gremlins attracted criticism for the cartoonish violence and mayhem of its titular beasties, including one memorable scene in which gremlins meet grim fates inside a food processor and a microwave. Both were rated PG. The PG-13 rating was meant to correct that perceived problem, but ran into its own problems from the start. The first PG-13 film, John Milius's Red Dawn, was quickly condemned as the most violent movie ever made, setting a pattern the rating would follow through today. Filmmakers could get away with a lot of violence in a PG-13 movie, but little in the way of sex or profanity. Brief nudity, once glimpsed in PG-13 and even PG movies, is now largely verboten. Gay content can get films like Love is Strange an R rating simply by depicting affection between gay characters. Then there's the unwritten 2 f***s rule. One use of the F word will keep you safely in the PG-13 realm. 2 f***s and it's an R. For evidence, look no further than the inoffensive Irish musical Once, which f***ed its way into an R. The PG-13 rating has failed in part because so many PG-13 movies have succeeded financially. That gives filmmakers an incentive to tone down violence and frightening content in action and horror films in order to secure a softer rating. Yet, since it remains the key to reaching a wider audience, the PG-13 rating shows no signs of going away. It now represents the insidious idea that filmmakers working above a certain budget level can no longer decide who their films are for, which is far more damaging than any number of F-bombs.